um, I'm trying to process the video I just watched. A Latino woman, I don't know if she was my age. She looked older, but she looked a lot older than me, but I don't think she was. But anyhow, she has a she was being interviewed about the Medicaid and Medicare being cut. She voted for Trump, one of the Latino for Trumps. And she was very upset. And it's actually in, I'm not going to mention the state, but it's in the area that actually has the most Medicaid and Medicare recipients in the country. Her daughter is an adult, but she's severely, I hate to say handicapped, but she's definitely just differently abled, and needs Medicaid to survive. And her sister is has health issues, and she takes several medications that without it she wouldn't be doing well, perhaps worse than that. And she herself has has issues that she takes regular medication for. And the interviewer asked how much, and she said, oh, thousands and thousands of dollars between all of us a month, which of course they can't do. And then the interviewer says, if you knew that this was going to happen before the election, would it have changed anything? And she said she would still have voted for Trump even if she knew that everything that would happen up until that point, meaning she would know at that point that everybody's is going to get cut and she'll be screwed and everybody else in her family will be. She would still vote for him. How do you meet in the middle with somebody like that? How do you reason? This is the base that is the base for the Republicans. How do you process that? How does I've had to stop it a time or two just because there's so much dead air space. Words don't generally escape me, and um, what do you say to somebody like that? And she's she's upset and she doesn't know what she's gonna do. And she's not the only one I've heard. It was just too early to this is the wrong day. It's not a sunny day like the last day, like yesterday was. It's a bummer. It's all overcasty and stuff again. So it's kind of a drag. And that was not the nonsensical thing I was expecting to hear. Seriously, how do you work with somebody like that? How do you don't honestly. I mean, have any of you run into these people or know somebody like that so diligently dumb? How do you deal with them? Do you just like I don't, you're not in my life because I can't do that. I can't do that. I mean, there's ignorant, meaning you, for whatever reason, you don't know. I call it deliberate ignorance because there's no reason a grown ass adult in 2025 can say they didn't know. All you have to do is turn on your computer or turn on a computer and search. But somebody who is told you're pre-informed, all this crap's going to happen, all these rights are going to be lost, that we're going to be on watch lists of national, from other countries, and they say I would still vote for him. Do you have somebody in your life that's like that? Because do you even try to reason with them, or have you just given up? I mean, have you just, because the thing is with those people, if you just give up countering them every time, they're just going to run roughshod, just pew, steamroll right over you, you know, and it's just going to solidify their non-knowledge, their incorrectness. So you don't want to just ignore it, you know, if it's a cousin or an uncle or a crazy aunt or, you know, niece or whatever, and you only barely see him on holidays or something like that. I mean, someone like that, you can like play the avoid game, I guess, the whole day. But if it's somebody that's you see on a regular basis, a coworker, a family member, how? Because if you just give up and stop interacting with them and advising them constantly of the incorrectness of their statements and showing, and they still do it, how do you deal with that? Because people like that take you stopping objecting with them as finally agreeing with them, not as, oh, you're a lost cause. They assume you just believe it too now because they said it enough times. And do you just let that ride and just whatever they can think, whatever they want? Or does it bother you that they think, I mean, what do you do? Does anybody have that? I'm really curious. Because I've tried dealing with some of them, obviously in my comments. I know people that have people in their lives, family members or coworkers or something like that, but they've all cut them out of their life because they say there's no, it's not even, there's no winning with them, or, you know, infusing them with knowledge, informing them. It's not even to that point. I've been told that it's to the point of, like I said, when you just stop arguing with them and ignore them, they take that as I was right, and triple, quadruple, and, you know, septuple down, and just get more reinforced and more emboldened that they did indeed state the truth, and I got another person to see the truth, when in fact you just tuned him out. Yeah, please, if anybody's had to deal with that, no matter which way, I really would like to hear about what what was going on and who they were. And I mean, nothing personal per se, you know, names or anything. Just, you know, Marge, MAGA Marge, or, MAGA Mike, or whatever type of pseudonym you want to use. I just want to know the circumstance and which way you dealt with them and what was the result of that. Because I just see that sort of personality taking silence as, oh, okay, so you totally, absolutely agree with me. And then we'll tell other people, well, so and so agrees with me. See, that's the thing. By just ignoring them, that type of person just doesn't stop. They keep at it. Even when they won the game of Monopoly, they're still going on and on and on about we should play again. Just accept, move on, So I still, while I'm talking with you, I'm still working it out and trying to process it, and I'm still how are people so, and the same people that believe contradictory things and proudly state those to you and argue with you that you're incorrect. Not only do they do all that, but they do it arrogantly. Like, I told you so. The way they accuse us of acting. You always will act so uppity, using words and stuff. Somebody actually said that to me. Oh, you think you're so smart? You think you're better than us using, like, words and stuff? Because I said something about it would behoove you to read up on that or something. Hey, you think you're better than me because you use words. As a civilized human beings, yeah, I use words. Oh my God! Really? Yeah. They deleted their comment, so all of mine to them got deleted too. But that was the one where I say, oh my God. I used words. I used words to communicate. How dare I? And like I said, when I came across it on the analytics and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the one that person said that argument with it. And the comment was gone. It was totally gone. Yeah, I would still vote for him, but I'm spending the last, and she spent like 10 or 15 minutes going on and on about all the things her daughter took and all the things her sister, because she lives with, the sister lives with them too, and they had like literally a nightstand between all three of their meds, took up most of it, the nightstand. So they all have issues, either physical or psychological, or combined. And thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of medications every month for the three of them. And she isn't going to be able to afford it when they get their coverage cut. But she would still vote for him. I'll bet you if she was on the street with her handicapped daughter and her sick mom living on the street, they'd say their cardboard box was fine with them. Just so they don't have to admit the person they've been backing was wrong and is in fact doing everything against you instead of. And what I don't understand is how you don't get that. Peace out.